Attention passionate Eagles fans, don't miss this. What happened? You won't believe it. But before we reveal this huge news, make sure to subscribe to the channel because here we bring you daily videos with the latest updates on the Philadelphia Eagles. And to make sure you don't miss anything, turn on the notifications. That Eagles fans, don't blink. Major moves are happening behind the scenes right now that could literally transform the future of the Philadelphia Eagles in their hunt for the title. And we're not talking about rumors, we're talking about big names, star players who could land in Philly and completely change the landscape of this season. And the most surprising part, this isn't just about strengthening one position. Multiple high-level veterans are on the front office's radar, and once again, they're preparing moves that no one saw coming. So stay with me until the end because you'll understand why things are heating up, and it's not just because of the weather, but because of the names involved. While much of the NFL is focused on the release of cornerback Jaire Alexander by the Packers, Eagles insiders reveal that the franchise is targeting a different veteran. A name that knows the NFC East inside and out, understands how to play in this environment, and could be exactly the missing piece to elevate the defense. That we're talking about Stephon Gilmore, former NFL Defensive Player of the Year, who's still available on the market. Gilmore has worn several jerseys throughout his career: Bills, Patriots, Panthers, Colts, Cowboys, and most recently, Vikings. And even though he's no longer at the peak that won him the DPOY award, his quality in covering receivers remains highly respected across the league. Last season, Gilmore started 15 games for the Vikings and played all 17 games for the Cowboys in 2023. He brings a complete package of experience, football IQ, and leadership, traits that are currently very well represented on the Eagles roster by Darius Slay. And here's the key point, besides bringing quality on the field, Gilmore wouldn't demand a massive contract. He would arrive as a mentor to a young secondary, offering stability, depth, and a true insurance policy for the critical moments in the playoffs, when every single play counts. If this signing happens, it would be yet another masterstroke by GM Howie Roseman, who specializes in finding experienced and affordable talent late in free agency, giving the team a real competitive edge when it matters most. The Philadelphia Eagles have one of the best young defensive cores in the NFL, but could adding an experienced, former All-Pro veteran provide the necessary depth in the secondary? The Eagles showcased dominance last season, culminating in a Super Bowl 59 championship. Looking at the depth chart, it was hard to spot any real weakness, if any existed. Philadelphia's defensive line, led by the monstrous defensive tackle Jalen Carter, received plenty of spotlight, and linebacker Zach Bond became one of the NFL's best breakout stories. In a way, the excellence of the Eagles' secondary flew under the radar. But that didn't stop their young stars from having a successful campaign. Both Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean shined in their rookie seasons. Eli Ricks and Khalil Ringo are the other promising pieces in this secondary, all poised to repeat that success in 2025. But could this group benefit from adding a veteran presence? Super Bowl champion and NFL Defensive Player of the Year Stephon Gilmore remains a free agent. Gilmore has no particular preference for his next destination, although Patrick McAvoy believes he's a name worth considering. He's one of the best cornerbacks of this era. He might not be a DPOY-level player anymore, but he's a veteran who can have an impact similar to someone like Darius Slay last year. The Eagles signed Adoree Jackson during free agency, so there is already a touch of veteran presence in this young cornerback room. However, Gilmore has turned into a mercenary of sorts, joining competitive teams late in his career to help push for a title. Signing with the Eagles would be a strong move if he's looking for one more shot at a championship. For Philadelphia, it's a move that wouldn't break the bank. Howie Roseman rarely hesitates to be aggressive, adding pieces he deems necessary to keep the team in championship contention. That said, this move might not even be necessary for the Eagles. They intentionally allowed players like Darius Slay to leave in order to rejuvenate the roster and give younger players the chance to step into bigger roles. But knowing how aggressive the Eagles are when building their roster, never count out Howie Roseman when it comes to making a surprise move.